All right, so CNN has this article about the Little Mermaid. Of course they did. This is what we told you was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen. It's not a surprise at all, but I'm glad we have Legal Mindset here. Little Mermaid tanks in China and South Korea amid racist backlash from some viewers. Primarily the MAGA viewers, apparently.
Yeah,
some
specifically
viewers.
the MAGA Asians, yes.
Yeah, the MAGA Asians out there.
This is MAGA country.
The best part of this is like, so when I look, no, you're okay, Jay. You realize you coughed and then you muted, right?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Little Mermaid, hey.
Camera's been on the whole time, eh? So
No, I wasn't like that.
But so when I saw this article, I was like, okay, let me go pull up an article talking about Across the Spider-Verse.
I'll pull up. You want to fight? Oh,
it's coming full circle now.
Is that a threat?
We don't use those words on YouTube, man.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Yeah. So when I saw this headline, I was like, okay, let me go pull up an article saying like across the Spider-Verse, did like whatever it did, like 18 or 19 million, I think.
Yeah.
These fucking idiots mention it in their article. And I'm like, holy shit. So you're admitting that you're saying that there's a racist narrative around this movie, yet another movie with a black lead character is doing well in China. Holy shit. So yes, that's what they get into right here. So essentially they say Little Mermaid has bombed with moviegoers in China and South Korea amid racist critiques of some quarters over the casting of the black actress Haley Bailey as the main character Ariel. Disney's live-action remake has made only $3.6 million in mainland China since opening there May 26th. Ooh. It brought in just $2.7 million in the first 5 days, compared to nearly $20 million for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in just the first 5 days. So where's the racist backlash then?
Yeah, there's something common in between those two characters. I feel like
it's weird. It's weird.
I don't know. It's tough to put my finger on it.
It's amazing. Yeah. So, Andrew, what do you think? I mean, obviously, you're our guy here.
Yeah. Well, this is the chronic story, right, of the Asian, the plight of the Asian. They're racist when they need to be, but it's also they're strategically POC when we need to demonize white people. So it's it's great. Whenever you need to play it on both sides, you just use the yellow man as you please.
I respect that game a lot.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's crazy. But of course, look, how about they just don't like your shitty movie because they have really high standards for movies. And, China has a large domestic market. They only allow so many movies in internationally. So they're not going to take a garbage movie that doesn't kind of fit to their standards, right? Korea, it had the lowest golden egg rating that I've seen in a while. And I think it was like a full 20% lower than even Aladdin, which is sad, the live action remake of Aladdin. So I mean, look, there's just horrible movies, and there's so many other good options here. Because you got to understand, when I go to the theater, half of the movies are in languages I don't understand. Right? They're either like fully in Korean or Japanese. We got a lot of different movies over here that are absolutely amazing, that have good stories and people are going to, but they don't have to go to this woke garbage. They have other options, so they're just choosing those other options, and Disney is salty about that.
Yeah, it's so funny because ultimately all you're doing in this article, if anybody chooses to read it, which they won't because of CNN, but is that they're admitting that this is a nothing story whatsoever. Yes. They even bring up Fast and Furious, Fast X. They're talking about how Fast X was successful, how Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was successful, yet The Little Mermaid isn't because of racist backlash. Ryan, what do you think about this?
Well, it's funny because this is exactly what we said, especially when you compare it against Aladdin. Because when you look at something like Aladdin, the reason it was able to make $1 billion at the box office was because of how it performed internationally. Specifically, the three biggest markets for Aladdin happen to be Japan, I think, China, and South Korea. Like, that's where it made the majority of its money. I think Japan was like $120 million, South Korea was like $90 million, and China was like $50 million.
But that's Ryan, the evil East Asians don't like brown people. We all know that.
Hey, I guess they were just okay enough for all of the people in Asia. And that's the thing. You have the Miles Morales movie that's featured very prominently a black Spider-Man. So it's not like they weren't trying to pull a Wakanda Forever on that one, like cover their face. I don't think. I think everybody kind of knows what you're getting into with that one specifically, and that's doing incredibly well over there. Like on the very next weekend. So I guess if they're going to go down the route and say, well, they just hate black women, that's the next step. Misogynoir. That's what the next explanation is going to be.
It is just so cringe, and it's so on point for everything we've been saying about this. Mike, you're black.
Well, half, but yes. Continue.
I mean, it's just enough to
Is he
where
gonna
I can
ask
prove
him
that
if he
I'm not a
doesn't like
racist.
Asians?
No, I mean, I just feel he's just enough black to prove I'm not racist because I have a half black friend.
Yeah.
So what do you
Yeah,
think
I have
about all this?
Well, I mean, we all knew that they were going to start throwing out the racism accusations as soon as they possibly could. But I mean, once again, it was like what they did, during the lockdowns and stuff. They're like, nobody wants to go see movies right now because everybody's scared. And then a Spider-Man movie comes along and blows up the box office, and they're like, well, that was kind of a special situation. It's like, what's your excuse now? Like, I mean, Miles is very black, has a afro, and they feature him prominently everywhere, and they've got Hispanic people in this movie, and I mean, so there's
It's a trans movie too, right? I mean, it's
well,
trans, right?
They never explicitly stated that Gwen wasn't. So obviously she could be. You don't know, you bigot, unless they, heck, Miles could be. We don't know. Miles is pretty much everything else. He might as well be that.
Stop,
too.
Mike. Listen, we know that Gwen isn't trans. She has a good relationship with her father. All right, stop it.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, their narrative has been completely blown up, and Spider-Verse is going to keep making a lot of money, and Disney's gonna not learn from their mistakes and keep throwing money down a rat hole and calling everybody racist as they do it. So that's
actually, to be fair, in this movie, Gwen doesn't have that good of a relationship with her dad.
Damn it.
That is actually very
does
true.
leave for months.
I'm trying not to spoil it.
I would personally like, just because I haven't seen it, but I would like to thank Mike and Josiah for getting my channel nearly ratioed with their review of the Miles Morales movie.
When a movie's mid, it's mid. I don't know what to tell you guys. People can get upset all they want about trying to come to the defense of Miles Morales and his movie, but the movie's kind of mid.
Hey, Ripper, you should be eating this up because you love fighting on Twitter. You should be all over just making the Miles Morales comments right now, getting them worked up. Gary's having fun.
I think he's got his hands full though.
Yeah, people are worked up on other shit, so it's like it suffices right now. But so if I ever need another boost, I'll just say, Miles Morales isn't Spider-Man.
This video has been a clip of a previous live stream, and it's clipped so you can get the information in a shorter, compact package, the information you need. If you want the full video, the whole context, the whole thing, you can check out the full stream. That is in the link below. Check that out, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.